Welcome to Deep Dive.
The podcast where we take you beneath the surface and explore the legends of pop culture.
From the characters you loved on TV and in movies,
To the toys you couldn't live without, the music that defined a generation, and the video games that kept you hooked.
we are your hosts. I'm Cosgrove.
And I'm Lumi. Every week, we'll dig into the stories behind the icons of our past, revealing what made them unforgettable.
So, buckle up for nostalgia, surprise facts, and all the deep cuts you never knew you needed. This is Deep Dive. This song, kind of rough around the edges, self-produced, and it's blown up. Hit #1 out of nowhere. Richmond, north of Richmond. You guys wanted the full story, so today we're diving deep on Oliver Anthony. What's in this anthem that's got everyone talking?
And it's more than just a catchy tune, wouldn't you say? People aren't just tapping their feet, they're really grappling with it. Debates, think pieces, you name it.
Exactly, so we got to ask, what's resonating so strongly? We'll break down the lyrics, the anxieties behind them, why this blue-collar ballad thing. It's not just country fans, it's across the board.
Let's jump in.
Right from the start, those verses, man. Selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay. Like, you feel the exhaustion there.
Yeah, and that's what's hitting home, I think. So many relate to that feeling right now. Inflation's eating away at paychecks, wages haven't kept up for a lot of folks. You just feel stuck. Anthony's put it into words.
And the sound of it, right? It's not polished, it's not some studio magic, it's a guy, a guitar, and that raw honesty.
And that resonates with people who feel like nobody's listening to them, like finally someone gets it.
And then there's that line, the chorus everyone's hung up on. Richmond, north of Richmond. What's that, your take? Is it a place, a symbol? What's he getting at?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And everyone's got their own interpretation. Historically, Richmond, well, that was the Confederate capital. Some folks latch onto that. Then there's Richmond, Virginia. Could be a stand-in for D.C., the government. But bigger picture, it's that feeling of them up there, we down here, making decisions that impact us, but they're so far removed.
Right, and the song doesn't let up. Politicians, not looking out for minors, obese milking welfare, young men, 6 feet in the ground. Man, there is some anger there, like a slap in the face to the people who are supposed to be helping.
It's raw, it's powerful. And what's fascinating is it's got both sides of the aisle fired up. Left, right, they're hearing their own frustrations in there. Some, it's about social programs. Others, it's capitalism run amok. But underneath, it's that shared feeling of being forgotten, left behind, even screwed over by the very system that's supposed to be there for you.
And everyone listening has probably felt that at some point, right? Like the system's broken. Where do you see this playing out in your own life?
It gets at this deeper anxiety we've got about the future. If so many feel like it's rigged against them, that's a recipe for unease, for questioning authority, saying enough is enough.
And that's what makes this song so potent, I think. It doesn't give easy answers. It's more like letting out a primal scream. That raw frustration, the uncertainty of the times, it's all right there.
Exactly. Anthony's not saying, here's the policy solution. He's expressing a feeling, and that's universal. And because it's open-ended, people hear their own struggles reflected back at them.
So we're wrapping up, but this is the big question, right?
Yeah.
What does it say about us, about America right now, that a song like this, Richmond, north of Richmond, hits so hard across the board? Oliver Anthony's tapped into something bigger than himself, I think.
He's started a conversation, that's for sure. But will it lead to change? Or is it just us holding up a mirror to our own anxieties? That's for you to decide, listener.